Before we look at what an injective function is, or a one-to-one function is, let's recall the definition of a function. It takes an input and sends it to exactly one output. Notice here I say a valid number input. What I mean by that is something in the domain, something outside of the domain will not result in an output at all typically. So let's look at examples of functions. So if I have a function f that takes, say, something from the domain 2 and sends it to 3, that's good because this input of 2 has one output of 3. Also, let's say it takes the number 4 and also sends it to 3. Well, this is still a function because every input has exactly one output. Okay? On a graph, a function passes the vertical line test. Well, let's actually look at it here. Here's a function, let's say. It's a function because no matter what input you choose, say you choose this x value, there's a point here on the graph, so the y value or the output is right here. So every input has one output on this graph. It passes the vertical line test. No matter where you draw a vertical line, it only touches one y value. Okay, so that's what a function is. So when is a function injective? A function is injective if all the outputs or y values come from only one input. So if we go back up and look at this example of f again, the function f, this function is not injective or one-to-one, which, by the way, injective and one-to-one mean the same thing, because the output of 3 here comes from two different inputs, not just one input. So this is not an injective function. Now on a graph, let's take the graph from above as well. Something like this. This function is not injective either because let's say we choose this output right here, this y value. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 points on the graph, so there are 4 corresponding x values to those points. So this output here, this y value right here, comes from 4 different x values. So this is not an injective function. So since the definition of injective is very similar to the definition of function, there's also a test similar to the vertical line test. It's called the horizontal line test. We can use the horizontal line test to test if a function is injective. And so the horizontal line test works like this. As long as your graph, so this is a function, let's say, as long as no matter where you draw a horizontal line on this graph, that line intersects at one place or 0 places, then this is an injective function, because each output comes from exactly one input right here in this case, and the x value right here would be there. Okay, so passes the horizontal line test, it's injective. If it passes the vertical line test, it's a function. So if it's an injective function, then it passes both tests and therefore called one-to-one.